Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This video is a little different than normal. It's been a while since I've done a tier list, but seeing as the year is almost over as I'm recording this, it's the 31st today, and I'm probably gonna upload this hopefully on the 1st, maybe the 2nd. I wanted to do a ranking, a tier list of all the games I played in 2024 and 2025. The reason why I'm doing 2024 as well is because I wanted to do it last year, but I didn't really get the idea for it as like something I wanted to do until like halfway through January, closer to February. So I was like, oh, I'll just wait until next year and just do them both together. I played 34 games in the last 2 years, which on one hand I'm like, damn, that's not a lot of games, but on the other hand I'm also like, you know what, that's like more than a game a month. So, you know, maybe it's good. But yeah, I'm excited for oh my gosh, this video is like the first one I've done that's not scripted, and I'm gonna ramble a little bit, but that's okay. For context, Uma Musume is my current obsession. I love like Pretty Derby. I love that game so much right now. It's like my favorite thing to play. So it literally just gets its own category as my current favorite thing. But outside of that, I will be doing a Yap Sesh on Uma soon, hopefully, because I want to talk about it more in depth. But outside of that, pretty standard tier list, S, A, B, C. The reason why I didn't want to have a D or F tier is because none of the games I remember playing the last couple years were like really bad, that bad. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I'll do like kind of one on each side, I think, just because it kind of looks like a lot of the indie games ended up on the left and a lot of the non-indie games ended up on the right. Actually, it's pretty even. I don't know. I'm gonna do what the vibes tell me to do. So first things first, Walking on a Star Unknown. So I played this one recently. This is a Sega game. Oh wait, you know what? I should talk about my criteria first. If you guys watch my long-form content videos, then you know that the 5 categories I judge a game on are story, combat or gameplay, depending on what kind of game it is, characters. Those 3 categories are the ones that kind of determine if I like a game, and then the last 2 are exploration, side stuff, that sort of thing, and music, and those 2 categories kind of decide if I love a game. So that's kind of my grading criteria, and now I'll start for real. So yeah, Walking on a Star Unknown, it's a Sega game. I played it pretty recently, so maybe it has a little bit of recency bias. I really like this one. It has very strong character writing and a very good story. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. Yeah, I highly recommend playing that one, especially if you're a fan of like End Roll or Alice Mare or Uri games, anything like that. Like, it's a very good, it's like a really good story-driven game that's like kind of creepy as well. It's not like, it doesn't quite go into full-blown horror, but it is a little creepy. Next is Final Fantasy V. So this is one of the ones I played in 2024, I'm pretty sure. Final Fantasy V. So here's the thing. I really love Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy V is not my favorite Final Fantasy game. I did really enjoy it on my replay more so than I did on my original playthrough, but I think I am gonna put it into B tier. Just because, like, it's very, like, I enjoy it, but it's not like, it's not like, oh my god, I love this game, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty good. The gameplay is very strong, the characters are very strong, the story is very strong, but it's just kind of like, it's good. It's good. Mermaid Swamp. So here's the thing, Mermaid Swamp I was always pretty neutral about, but like, actually, I really did like Mermaid Swamp on my replay of it. Obviously, we're talking about the remake, not the original version. But the thing is, I don't think that I would put Mermaid Swamp above Walking on a Star Unknown, so I feel like I have to also put it into B tier. But it's like upper B tier, you know? Like, if there was a B plus A minus category, like, it's in there. Next is Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is gonna just go right into S. I love Hollow Knight a lot. It's a very fun game to just, like, explore, and obviously, like, I started Hollow Knight Halloween of last year, and I'm still like, there's still like stuff in it that I haven't done yet. Like, there's just so much content in the game, there's so much to see and do and explore. The bosses are all really well designed, the combat's really fun, the story is really good. I like that it's kind of, I like that it's one of those games that make you go out of your way to figure out what's going on. Like, it doesn't spoon feed the story to you. I really do like that because it makes finding everything more rewarding and more fun. So yeah, Hollow Knight. Next is going to be Alice Mare. I think I'm gonna put, I don't know. This is another one where like a C+ category would be good, but I think I'm gonna put Alice Mare in C tier. It's not bad. It's not, again, not a bad game. I did enjoy it when I played it, but it's based off like fairy tales, so that like aspect of it is really cool, and I do like the puzzles and all the riddles and stuff like that. But I find the game, I think I'm actually gonna put it in B tier, not C. I feel like it doesn't deserve C tier. The game itself, the message of the game itself is really, really well done, and I do like that it has a little bit of replay value because once you learn the big twist of the game, going back and playing through the rest of the game is more rewarding. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in B tier. And that brings us to Cuphead. Cuphead! Alright, so Cuphead. This one's tough. Okay. This one is tough. The thing is like, oh, it's been so long. Like, it's tough because, like, I feel like I can't put it in the same tier as Hollow Knight because the thing is like, when I played Cuphead, I did really like it. And again, like, same thing as Hollow Knight, like, the bosses are really well designed and everything like that. But Hollow Knight, I, like, constantly come back to like, explore, and, like, I'm doing a speedrun for Hollow Knight right now, and, like, I want to come back to it because I just find the game that engaging, whereas Cuphead, like, I've had the DLC for Cuphead, like, in my mind on the back burner as, like, something I need to do for, like, almost an entire year now, and I have not yet felt the desire to go back to do it, so I feel like Cuphead can't be on the same level as Hollow Knight then, but I still did really, really enjoy it. Next up is Honkai Star Rail. Gotta put Honkai Star Rail in S tier. If you're watching my Yap sessions, then you know Honkai Star Rail kind of lost me a little bit at the start of Amphorius. I was not a huge fan of it, and it has since brought me back. I'm really excited to get into the new update with Vidalia, but the end of Amphorius and like basically like from the end of 3.3 onwards, Amphorius was very strong, and it did re-engage. I've been re-engaged into HSR, so it makes it back into S tier. At the start of Amphorius, it might have been as low as C tier, but it's worked its way back up. And next is Celeste. Can I add another one? Will they let me add another one? I don't think so. Celeste. I feel like I need another one. But I feel like I need another one just to do justice to some of these games. But Celeste is an S tier game. Celeste, I love Celeste. The story is so phenomenal. I will not spoil it, but like the message they're able to tell in what is essentially on the outside just like a difficult platformer, but like the actual story itself is just very heartwarming and very, very well done, and I was not expecting it going into playing Celeste. Similarly to Hollow Knight, Celeste is a game that I keep coming back to. I've collected all the strawberries and done all that stuff, but right now I'm working on doing all the B-sides and then the C-sides and then finishing Farewell. So Celeste is just like Hollow Knight, where I keep coming back to it. I just really, really enjoy it, and it's just a very, very good game. Paranoiac is next. If you're not familiar with this game, this is an Uri game. She's the one that made the Strangeman series, which is what she's most popular for. She also did make Mermaid Swamp, which is also on this list. This is the logo for the original Paranoiac, but I will be judging it based off the remake just to give it the most fair shot at being on the list. Paranoiac I will put into C tier though, just because I feel like I was just very like meh on Paranoiac. The story was enjoyable and it was like a fun, like spooky jump scare game to play, but it didn't grip me the same way a lot of the other games on this listed, so it's just gonna have to be in C tier, unfortunately. Oh shit. Oh, I can add a row. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold up, I can add a row? Okay. Guys, I gotta add I'm looking at the next couple games on this list, and I'm like, I have to add a couple more rows, because I feel like doing this... No, this is just gonna be... It's just gonna be the F F tier. Let me make them all match. Literally, I've used... Oh, I can change this color. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, clearly I haven't used this enough. 1 second, I'm gonna fix my list. I'll be right back. Okay, I've made my list. I'm gonna keep everything that I've made thus far where it is, because I think that everything's kind of honestly placed right now, but let's keep going. So next is Kirby's Epic Yarn, and I'm gonna put this game in... Oh, this is a tough one. This is a B or A. Did I enjoy it? I feel like it has to be an A, because I definitely enjoyed it more than Final Fantasy V. But I didn't enjoy it more than I enjoyed Celeste and Hollow Knight. But Kirby's Epic Yarn, very cute. It's like a baby platformer. It's definitely made for your smaller kids. But it's very fun. It's very sweet. Like, it's just like, it's very cozy and like heartwarming and just cute. And like everything about it is just like nice. So I really liked it. I really enjoyed playing it. And yeah, like they add like some added challenge, like collecting all the furniture and stuff like that, like collecting all like the bonus levels. So there are like things that make it a little bit more challenging for adults, but it's just such a good game. And then next we're bringing in End Roll. It's just a little R because I didn't want to use any of the art for End Roll just because the creator Segawa is very clear about not wanting her art to be reposted in any capacity, so I just took like the logo from the game and it was like a little cropped R. But I know what it is, and now you know what it is, so it's okay. End Roll, I talked about it in my Indie Month like top 5 games. End Roll is just a phenomenal game. It's great. It's so well written. It's just a masterclass in character writing. I won't like get into in depth because I've sang its praises so many times, but End Roll, amazing game, just really great. Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, A tier. I love Chain of Memories, so this might be kind of controversial, but the card system in Chain of Memories is like one of my favorite battle systems. Like, I really, really love it. I find it so creative, and I really love like building a deck against each boss and like being able to slot in cards to like make it more effective. I just love it so much. I love having like 2 different storylines following each character. Chain of Memories is just like a really, really, really well done game, and I really like it. Persona 5 Phantom X. Unfortunately, F tier. Mainly just because when I started it, I did have like, I really, really, really wanted to like the game. I really tried to get into it. And I did enjoy it for the most part, but like not enough to keep me engaged. It being like, honestly, the detriment to it being a gacha game like cannot be like expressed enough. The fact that it like, it's frustrating because it had like the bones of being a somewhat decent game based off what I played. I had like maybe 10 hours logged on it. I got to like the end of the first palace, but I didn't finish it. I dropped the game because I just didn't have time to play it anymore. But the gacha being what it was just made it so difficult to get into and enjoy. Because, like, there is no natural, like, power scaling in the game. Like, as you progress through a Persona game, you gain levels and you gain characters, so your team becomes stronger. But in that, it's like, you have to, like, cease playing the game so that you can go and grind pulls, so you can pull equipment to make your character stronger to progress. And it just made the pacing of the game just very unnatural. Like, and I know it's a gacha game, and I know, like, this is, like, microtransactions, how they make money, but, like, the constant just, like, pop-ups and pop-ups and pop-ups of, like, oh, buy this, buy that, buy this. I didn't like it. Like, I was playing Uma Musume, I was playing Star Rail, I was playing Wuthering Waves at the time, so I was, like, playing 3 other gachas, and, like, none of them, and I had played Genshin as well, and granted, two of the 5, sorry, are from the same company, so they can't, like, really be judged, but, like, out of all those other, like, gacha games I'm playing, like, none of them were as, like, in your face with, like, oh, I need you to buy this right now. So, like, with Phantom X, it was just, like, very off-putting. Granted, I was super lucky in Phantom X, like, I literally pulled, like, Joker and Ryuji in, like, my first 10 pulls, so I was kind of like, oh, I kind of want to stick with this game, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I might try to get back into it, maybe, but I also know, like, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it, so I kind of, like, don't want to waste my time playing something I'm not gonna enjoy. But a few of the characters did have promise, so I don't know, maybe I'll try it. I'll try it again and see if I can get into it. I don't know. Next up is Wuthering Waves. Oh, Wuthering Waves is so tough. I feel like it has to go into A tier. So here's the thing. If you guys have noticed, I have not put out any Wuthering Waves content in a while. And that is literally no fault of the game itself. I actually quit Wuthering Waves. Literally when I was enjoying WUA the most is when I quit. I've been wanting to get back into it, but with like when I quit was when I moved from like my house to a different place. So like I was moving in with my boyfriend and like it was just like life was just like so hectic and so chaotic and I didn't have as much time. So I kind of dropped that game. That was like my excuse. And then like I wanted to get back into recording it and I just like I have not found the time to set everything up and everything like that because, as you guys know, I played WUA on my laptop. Some of you made fun of me for it because of how shitty the game looked. So I downloaded it onto my PS5 and I'm like trying to record off there, but I have to have like I need to find time to basically troubleshoot and make sure everything records right on there. So I just like have not found the time to do that yet. I'm hoping in the new year I can get some more WUA content going up. But yeah, that's the sad thing about gacha games and how much like they're a daily investment of time is like sometimes you drop them not even because you don't like them anymore. It's literally just because like you lose time for them. And that brings me to Anita Streamer Overlord, which I'm going to put into B tier, but definitely it falls into a B+, like a higher B. NSO is a very good game. It's very similar to Enroll in the fact that it's a very protagonist central game, and how you interpret the main character based off how they're written is kind of what defines your enjoyment of the game. Ame is a very, very interesting character. She's incredibly fun to watch, I want to say, almost. Like, her behaviors and how her circumstances affect her are an incredibly interesting thing to see, and it's a very good commentary on the internet and how people on the internet affect one another, and it's very relevant based off like the current climate of how we communicate with people and everything like that. So it's just a very good game all around. Sonic the Hedgehog, the original. I'm gonna put it into C tier just based off my criteria, but not because I didn't like it. It's a good game. I actually beat, when I did my video on Sonic, I beat the original on like, it's not the original, it's on, I played it on the Wii, but it, like the only other time I'd beaten Sonic the Hedgehog was with save states, and this time I actually beat it like all the way through, and I was really proud of myself. I didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds because I don't hate myself, but I did play it all the way through without save states, and I was like, wow, it's so good. And I actually really liked Sonic 1, and the funny thing is I've always said that I like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 way more than Sonic the Hedgehog 1, but I recently picked up Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I had a lot of trouble with it. Like, I had a lot of trouble with like the movements. I thought I found them to be very like flowy and just like very like, they felt very unplayable. And I was like, oh no, because I always found 2 easier than 1. And so it might have just been a fluke because, you know, I didn't play it for long because I had the kids were over at the time. But yeah, I was kind of like, huh. So, you know, Sonic 2 video coming eventually. And hopefully that was a fluke and I can get through it okay, because I was kind of like, no, I don't want to face Metal Sonic if I can't even get through the Emerald Island. I don't remember if that's what it's called, but I think that's what it's called. Because Green Hill Zone is 1 and I think Emerald Isles is 2, but I can't remember what it's actually called. It's Emerald something. Yeah. Insanity. Insanity is also by Uri. It's actually her first game, and it kind of falls into the same field as Paranoiac. It is an enjoyable game. I like it. It's just it's not super memorable. It's just like it's fun to play while you're playing it, and like that's kind of its extent of it. I like it. It's a good story. It is interesting. It's like an interesting mystery and everything like that, and it's fun to like try to keep like different characters alive. But yeah, Insanity was actually one of the first Let's Plays I did do on the channel, and I actually voice acted the thing, like the whole thing. I dubbed over it as like a voice acting exercise, so it kind of was fun in that sense because each character has a very distinct personality. But as a game itself, it's very like it's good. It's good. It's good. One Shot. One Shot is S tier. One Shot is so good. One Shot is such a good game. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Nico, love Nico. One Shot's such a good game. All right, next up is Blight Dream. Blight Dream, nope, not down there. Blight Dream I'm putting into C tier. So here's the thing, I really, really wanted to like Blight Dream. I really did. But I just, like, I find the gameplay of it to just be so, like, clunky. Like, I just don't enjoy the gameplay. I did really like the characters, and I found the story to be incredibly interesting. It's just the gameplay for me just, like, really brings it down. Like, it's just, like, I don't know. It's just not for me. It's just, like, the 3D, like, exploration and everything like that, and, like, being in the same environment for the entire game. Like, it's just, it's not for me. I find it to be a bit boring. All right. Next up is The Crooked Man. The Crooked Man. Crooked Man has to go into S tier. So the thing with The Crooked Man, I feel like I'm putting too many games into S tier, but I actually did just play a lot of games that I really liked the last couple of years. But The Crooked Man is kind of like what started me on the indie game path. I really liked it. I played it like a while ago. Like, I feel like I played it almost close to when it first came out. I think. Maybe not. Because I think, like, The Crooked Man and The Sandman were both out when I played it, but The Boogeyman had, like, either been announced or just been released. I don't remember. So it was probably a little bit after it came out. I don't remember the timeline on those games and, like, how long it was between each one of them. But, like, yeah, The Crooked Man was, like, what set me on the indie game path. Like, it was kind of, like, one of the first games that I really, really, really enjoyed. And, like, the message, it dealing with depression and mental health, like, at the time in which I played it, I needed a game that had those messages and had, like, that positive, everything's going to be okay kind of vibes, you know? Like, bad things happen, but at the end of the day, like, as long as you keep trucking along, things will be okay. And that was kind of like the message I needed at the time. Obviously, there's way more nuance to the game than what I'm describing, but I don't want to spoil it. But at the time in which I played The Crooked Man, that was like what I needed, and so it really connected with me on a personal level, and that's why it is an S tier. Next up, Rune Factory. So this is nostalgia bias a little bit, because I'm playing this one right now. But I think I still have to put it into B tier. So the thing with Rune Factory is, if you asked me to rank it the first time I played it, it would have been higher because I really liked it the first time I played it. Second playthrough was not as much of a fan. I don't know. I really love Rune Factory 2. That's the one I grew up with. So I really, really wanted to love Rune Factory 1 as much as I love Rune Factory 2, but it's just like, there's just a few things about it that kind of date it, that make it seem like make you know that it's like the first game in the series. So it has like the backbone of everything I like in Rune Factory games. It just doesn't have everything. And yeah, I don't know. My Rune Factory video will be coming out soon, so I'll talk more in depth about Rune Factory then. But yeah, it's gonna sit in B tier for right now. Sandman I'm gonna put in B tier as well. Sandman I really liked. It's a good game. Very different vibes from The Crooked Man, but not bad in that sense. But it's just gonna be in B tier because that's kind of where it sits on the level of liking it with the other ones. So next is Blank Dream. You know what? No, I was gonna say I can't put Blank Dream above Sandman. Blank Dream also sitting in B tier. Blank Dream had the gameplay. Blank Dream is the prequel to Blight Dream, the first game in the series. And Blank Dream, similarly to Blight Dream, had very well done characters and story, but the difference was the gameplay is similar to all of the other indie games I played, and it's my preferred gameplay. I prefer it to be a 2D map that you can kind of walk around in and get to explore different environments. Like, that's what I kind of like. So it's gonna just be one above. Yeah, The Boogeyman, A tier. The reason for that, I love The Boogeyman, but I don't love The Boogeyman more than The Crooked Man, so it cannot be an S tier. I apologize, Boogeyman. But Boogeyman is really where it's at. It's like, it's the Avengers Assemble of the Strange Man series. It's a very good game. It's very, like, there's a lot, it's very demanding too. Like, to get the good ending, there's a lot you have to do in it. So I do really love The Boogeyman. Undertale, S tier. So I talked about this in one of my Deltarune videos, but as I became a little bit older and grew up a little bit more, gaming kind of became something that fell to the wayside. a little bit. Not because, like, it was a little bit because I had time, but also it was, like, no games I played for a while made me feel that, like, connection and that spark of, like, oh, I am, like, I love this game and I just want to play this game. Like, that's what I want to do. And then I played Undertale, and it was, like, the first game in, like, a year, if not more, that, like, I loved everything about it. It made me... The characters made me happy. The story was amazing. The settings were great. Getting to interact with everything was so fun and entertaining. And just, like, the gameplay itself was so innovative for, like, you know, at the time in which it released. And I just loved it. It was just, like, it was the first game in so long that had made me feel like I love this game and this is, like, what I want to play. And like that spark kind of came back, and so Undertale was like really, really special to me. It was one of the most special games I played this year. So yeah, Undertale deserves its spot in S tier, and there's a reason why people have loved it for as long as they have. Next up is Harvest Moon Magical Melodies. I'm sorry, Harvest Moon. I'm gonna put Harvest Moon into C tier. The thing with Harvest Moon is I did like it. I just find Harvest Moon has a tendency, this one in particular, also, as you can see, I played the Wii version, not the GameCube version, because I don't own the GameCube version. But I found it got a little bit repetitive after a bit. It got kind of tedious, and also, like, I did 100% the game, and doing so was kind of what killed my love for it, so that's a little bit on me. But yeah, I liked it. It's like Harvest Moon is so enjoyable when you have a lot of free time and like you're just kind of like, you know, you're in the moment and you're enjoying it. But if you're somebody who is like on the go a lot, those games that kind of feel very like repetitive and stuff like that can be a little bit frustrating, just because like you feel like you're not accomplishing anything in like the time you have to play it. At least that's how I felt. So yeah. Next up is Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. I'm gonna also put it in A tier. So here's the thing. I really liked 358. I really liked the story. I really liked the characters. And a lot of people complained about the gameplay for 358, but I didn't find the gameplay to be that egregious. Like, I didn't find the game itself to be that, like, clunky or anything. Like, I found, like, it played fine. And I actually did enjoy, like, the mission system. Like, I don't know. I just, like, a lot of people say that, like, 358 has, like, the best story in the game, but the worst gameplay. But, like, I just, like, I didn't find it so bad that it deserved, like, all the hate I had seen for it. So, yeah, I think 358 deserves its place in A tier for everything that it does. It also has amazing music. Just saying. And, like, Roxas my goat. So, Axel my goat, too. I love Axel so much. Alright, the Hangman I'm gonna put with the Sandman in B tier. I liked the Hangman, but it's kind of like the Sandman where, it's very good. The characters are well done, but it's just like not, I don't love it as much as I love the other two in the series. So it's just gonna hang out right there. Next is A Short Hike. A Short Hike I'm gonna put into A tier. A Short Hike is just another one of those games that is just like so cozy and just so fun to just play like when you're, you know, just like a little bored. I used to, when I was in college, I would bring my laptop sometimes because sometimes I'd have like an hour, a couple hours wait between my classes. So I would just play A Short Hike like outside of my classroom while I waited for my class to start. And it was just like one of my favorite things to just like explore the island and get to like find things and see what I could find. And I just liked it. It was cute. Wind Waker. S tier. Wind Waker is like, I've only played a few Zelda games. I've only played like 5 of them, I think. So this opinion doesn't really mean much, but wait. Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time. And I've played Four Swords. I didn't finish it, but... So yeah, like 4.5, I guess. But Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game that I played, so S tier. Pedestal, similarly, S tier. Pedestal, oh... Need I say more? Another Uri game, but it's like a mystery, it's a story game, so it's so well done, and the ending just stays with you. It is one of those games where like you play to the end, and you're just like, oh my god, and it stays with you. Omori kind of falls into that similar vibe as Pedestal, where it's a mystery, you're trying to solve the thing. The only reason why Omori falls into A tier and not S tier is because I find the pacing of Omori in the middle of the game to be a little bit atrocious. It does a fantastic job of setting up this mystery that you really want to solve, but then it puts like the first snowball into the domino that's gonna solve everything. They knock that first domino down, and then they put you into like this really long, really annoying dungeon. Humphrey. And you're just like, oh my god, I just want to get through this dungeon so I can see like what happens. So yeah, it's just the mid-game pacing is just not okay. Not okay. And then finally that brings me to Eternal Punishment. Eternal Punishment, as much as I hate to end everything even like that, I'm going to put Eternal Punishment into B tier. So, Eternal Punishment, very good game. I actually really love Eternal Punishment as like a concept of a sequel, just because how Innocent Sins ends off and then leads into Eternal Punishment is just like super interesting. And I honestly can't think of a single other game I've played that has that kind of like premise as a game. Again, I won't spoil it, because if you haven't played Persona 2, it's an old game, but I still won't spoil it. But like the end of Innocent Sin into the beginning of Eternal Punishment, of like what's actually going on, is super duper interesting. The only thing that brings it down again is the gameplay. I just find Persona 2's gameplay, and I did play it after Persona 1, which has much faster gameplay. I find Persona 2's gameplay to just be so slow. The combat feels so slow, and it's just like so like not enjoyable. I don't like it. Like even putting it into fast mode, it still feels slow. And it just like makes it feel like it's a slog. I don't like the combat in these games, but everything else is really good. So yeah, so this is my 2024-2025 list. It's pretty decent. I played a lot of games I really liked this year, or the last couple years. So I'm excited for the new year. I hope I can finish as many games as I did in 2 years, hopefully. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I have a very happy new year. This is probably past New Year. I hope everybody was safe and responsible and had a great time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Here's to 2026, and I will catch you on the next one.